Hello crypto people, my name is Seb. Today's tutorial will be covering how to use the Wormhole Bridge. We'll be moving assets from Ethereum across to Solana, going through all the liquidity pools and all that craziness, and also how to move funds from Solana back over to Ethereum. We're going to be using two wallets, Metamask, and we'll also be using Phantom, the slick wallet which is on Solana and coming to Ethereum in the future. So let's dive in. Here I am at Wormhole's Twitter. The Discord link is right here and the link tree is right here. This has all the different websites, including their main website. This gives all the background information on the protocol. However, the site we want to use is the token bridge. Right here, we'll click this one. It's entirely up to you, but I recommend using txstreet.com. This website will show you what the current price of gas is on the Ethereum network. At the moment, it's around 69 Gwei. I would probably say anything under 100 Gwei, you're probably getting lucky. Anything over 100 Gwei will get significantly more expensive, but it's entirely up to you. Here we are at the bridge. First step, source. Select tokens to send through the Wormhole token bridge. We're going to go from Ethereum. We're going to connect our Metamask and the token account. We're going to send a little bit of ETH. I'm just going to do a small amount, 0.05. Click next. Select a recipient chain and address. Solana. Select wallet, Phantom, and connect. As it says, you have to pay transaction fees on Solana to redeem your tokens. So you must have a little bit of Solana in this wallet already. I suggest 0.05 Solana. That amount of Solana isn't actually needed. It's just a healthy amount to have in your wallet. It covers all swaps and transfers and things like that. Then we have to click create associated token account and click approve. That amount of Solana at current rates is about 35 cents. That's just a one-off transaction. After that, each transaction using that token costs less than 1 cent. We can also claim back that 35 cents in the future if we want to. Then we click next. I'm not going to click approve unlimited tokens as I will not be using this bridge very often. I suggest clicking approve just once. Our MetaMask pops up. I'm just going to increase the gas so that it goes through a lot faster. The approval has gone through, so now we'll click on transfer. Once again, I'm going to increase my gas and click confirm. You do not have to increase the gas if you do not want to, but I definitely suggest keeping txstreet.com open so you can see what the current gas prices are. Our transaction is going through and now we're just waiting for confirmations. It has now gone through. 15 block confirmations takes about 3 minutes. Then we click on redeem and click on approve. We continue to hit approve. And now we have our Ethereum bridged over. Now here I am in our wallet. I scroll on down and down here it says wrapped ether, Wormhole 0.05 wrapped ETH. Now I've connected to Radium.io and I'll click connect. This is currently the most popular decentralized exchange on Solana. If I want to swap this Ethereum into something, I cannot do it here. As an example, I've typed in ETH and I have no ETH. I cannot do anything with it with this particular exchange. I've double checked in the pools. They have Ethereum in this decentralized exchange, but it is not the Wormhole Ethereum. So we go to Saber.so, click on Launch App, connect our wallet, and if we click on Pools and do a quick Control F, type in ETH, you can see there's ETH into WHETH, Wormhole ETH. There's almost $8 million worth of deposits. So this is where we can convert our Wormhole Ethereum into Solana or SPL Ethereum. There's a second pool down here. Wormhole Ethereum can be converted into All Bridge Ethereum. Alternatively, we could come to Orca.so, connect our wallet, and click on pools. They also cater for Wormhole Ethereum here. If I click on exchange, I can change this to Wormhole Ethereum. I can click on max, and I can change this to any token I want. USDC, I could get some Orca token if I wanted to. I could get some MSOL, etc. If I go back to Saber, I can also click on swap, type in ETH, select my version. I cannot change it to anything other than just ETH. And here I can swap it into normal SPL Solana Program Labs ETH. I'll get 0.49987. At Orca, I get a little bit less. So it's a good idea that you check between Saber and Orca and work out which one you want. If you want Ethereum on Solana, in this situation, Saber is the best pool. However, if you want something like Marinade Sol, you may be happy to go with Orca. We're going to convert it at Saber. Review, confirm swap, and approve. Now we can go back to Radium if we want to. We can click on swap. As you can see, we now have Ethereum. You may prefer to use ftx.com if you prefer centralized exchanges. However, if you prefer your own crypto being in your wallet that you can control at a whim's notice, then we'll continue with this tutorial. In this wallet, I have some USD coin and I also have some wrapped Ethereum. If I come back to the Wormhole Bridge, I can make another transfer. This time I can go from Solana and I can migrate any of these across. It's important to note that migrating them across to Ethereum is unlikely to allow you to do anything with them at all in their current state. There's unlikely any purpose to actually migrate something such as Solana, Marinade governance, etc. across. The only thing that I want to send across is this one here, Ethereum and USDC coin. Both of them in their current state will not work on Ethereum if I send them back. As it says here, bridging USDC via Wormhole will not produce native USDC. It will produce a wrapped version which might have no liquidity or utility on the target chain. So what we have to do is we have to convert it at another protocol. We're back at Saber and we're clicking on pools. Control F, WH for Wormhole, USDC. As you can see, there is no USDC here at Saber. So instead, we're going to use Mercurial.finance. We'll connect our wallet, connect, and connect. Now here we can change our USDC to a version that will work on Ethereum. We've selected USDC here, come down to you receive, type in USDC, and we want WUSDC, Wormhole version 2. We're going to convert $50 and we basically get $50 back. Swap and approve. Come back to Raydium to show you that I have this USD coin, which is native SPL Solana coin, and down the bottom here I have USD coin, which is a Wormhole version. This Wormhole version will not work on Raydium. WUSD, it will not work. Only the normal USDC account works. So we come back to the Wormhole bridge and we're going to change it to the correct USDC. This one here, version 2. Click on that and there's no note that says there's any errors. Change that quickly back to the original one. There is a problem. So we've got the correct USDC. We'll send back $49 and click next. Select a recipient chain and address. Ethereum, that's correct, that's correct, that's correct, and click next. Once again, best thing is to check TX Street, see what the gas is. If the gas is too high, you may want to wait a little bit until the gas gets lower. We're going to do it regardless. We'll click next and then click transfer. As you can see, a little bit of cost in Solana and USDC. That Solana transaction costs less than 1 cent because we can recover the Solana in the token fee. Then we have to click on redeem. As you can see, the estimated gas fee is very, very high. Have a quick look here. Maybe we'll wait until this drops down a little bit. It's entirely up to you. Obviously, there's no point in spending $83 of Ethereum in order to bridge across 49 USDC. We already know that'll work, but we're not going to pay this. So we'll click reject. If you decide you don't want to bridge, then we have to recover our USDC. Here we are at Wormhole Bridge. We'll click on transfer tokens, and all of this is like this. All we need to do is click token, the source chain, either Solana or Ethereum. It's Solana on this example. And then we need to put in the source TX. TX is the transaction. So we go into our Phantom wallet, click on the lightning bolt, and then I know it for me, it's the last one. So I'm going to open this one up. This opens up explorer.solana.com. If you're familiar with this Explorer, which is quite complicated, then great. Basically, this is what we need. This is a signature, also called the transaction ID. If I scroll on down, I can see it's the correct transaction as 49 of this Wormhole USDC was transferred out of it. However, if you do not find this a user-friendly experience, then just go to SolScan. Then go to Phantom, copy your address, paste it, and search. This is a lot easier to find all that information. We can literally just click on SPL transfers, and we can see this last one here is USD coin Wormhole. If it wasn't the last one, we could go down and we could see wherever it was. We click on it here, and the signature, it's the same signature. It's a lot easier to find all the information. Go back to the bridge, paste our source transaction, and click recover. Then we can connect our wallet again, and click redeem. Once again, the gas is crazy, so I'm just going to pause this. If we need to recover funds from the Ethereum side, all we need to do is click on redeem, token, chain is Ethereum, connect, and then we have to put in our source TX, so our transaction. We click on Metamask, and our last activity is right here. Just click on that one right there, and then we can either copy the transaction ID, or if you want to, you can click on this arrow, and that will open up to Etherscan, where we could just copy it right here. Go back to the bridge, paste it, and then we'll click recover. I've already sent that Ethereum, so I cannot recover it. If you need any help, come into Discord. On the left-hand side, you've got helpful links and frequently asked questions. You've also got general chat, and if you scroll on down, you have Wormhole version 1 support and Wormhole version 2. We are currently using Wormhole version 2. So Wormhole version 1 support, you're unlikely going to need, unless you've been using this for a few weeks already. It's super important to note, you should not bridge an asset unless you know there's exit liquidity. So as it says here, what liquid markets are currently available for version 2 assets? wallets. Saber, Mercurial, and Orca currently support some wormhole wrapped assets. It's only some. So you must come to Saber and you must check which ones are actually available. Just go Control F and type in WH. Disregard this first one, which is a different type of USD. But right down here, we've got BTC, but it's version 1. So not version 2. At the moment, you cannot bridge BTC version 2. The team is working on this and said announcements will be out in a few weeks. At the moment, with Saber, all we can do is Ethereum. You'll also notice that FTT token can be done only with version 1. So once again, version 2, there's no exit liquidity at present. If we're at Orca, all we need to do is type in WH. Our options are Wrapped Ethereum and WHappy. At Mercurial Finance, it's not WH, it's W. So we've got USDC, we can change into USDC with a W on the front. And you can also convert into WUSD. Once again, they do not have FTT. It's important to note that if you ever decide to reject this, you cannot claim back your coins. They'll be stuck in the bridge indefinitely. So you must redeem them at some stage, or they'll just sit there. If you're not going to redeem them because of the high cost of gas, just wait until it comes on down. It's pretty low at the moment at 50 Gray. However, sometimes it comes down even lower. With all this NFT madness on Ethereum and other chains, I won't expect it to be low anytime soon. I'm going to send across this USDC so you can see what happens. So I've spent $58 in Ethereum in order to get 49 USDC. But as you can see, it has come through. I can double check this by clicking on the three little dots, view on Etherscan, clicking on ERC20 tokens, and then the transaction hash here. And with wonderful news, I actually only spent $54 in order to transfer $49. But that is how the bridge works. Back at Wormhole's Twitter, and they've got this tweet out on the 8th of October. Basically, it shows all the total value locked TVL have been over 200 million. However, just keep in mind that most of these are only for version 1. So don't see this and think that you can migrate FTT token from Ethereum to Solana. From what I can tell, your exit liquidity in October 21 on Orca is ETH, Saber has ETH, and 3 types of US dollar equivalents, HUSD, USDK, and Frax. And Mercurial Finance has USDC, Tether, and potentially has UST, which is Terra's native stablecoin. With the information that I currently have, I would only be interested in bridging across Ethereum, USDT, or USDC. All the links covered will be in the description to this video. Thanks very much for watching. If you found any value in this tutorial, please leave a like and subscribe. Any comments, please leave them below, but in particular, any tutorial suggestions that you would want me to cover, leave them below. Any questions related to how this all works or any difficulties with that, please drop into the Discord link, which is also below, and that's Wormhole's Discord. Cheers, bye.